Hey guys, so today I am here to do a cruelty-free favorites video for you. Now this is actually a video that was inspired by one of my absolute favorite YouTubers. Her name is Jameen. I will put a link to her channel in the description box below, but she's been doing a new kind of cruelty-free series on her channel, and since I am a huge fan of vegan and cruelty-free products, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what in 2015 was my absolute favorites. So today is actually January 1st, 2016. So if you're watching this on the day that it is being posted, Happy New Year. And if not, I hope that 2016 has been treating you well so far. I think it's easier for people to wrap their minds around eating cruelty-free than it is on adjusting some of their household and body care and beauty products to being cruelty-free, because it's actually alarming how small of a selection that is available for most people when it comes to cruelty-free beauty and house care. So I want to start with the ultimate in cruelty-free beauty and cooking, and that is organic coconut oil. What I'm showing you here today is refined coconut oil, and that's only because I just recently ran out of my unrefined cold pressed coconut oil. So this right here is expeller pressed and refined coconut oil, and I typically use this one for cooking and I use my unrefined for beauty. So my unrefined coconut oil I use for my skin and my hair. I actually do a coconut oil mask on my hair, which is just the raw unrefined coconut oil. I saturate my hair in it and I keep it in for several hours, about once every other week, and it helps to keep my hair nice and moisturized. I also use it as my makeup remover. I put it on my skin and I use a cloth wipe to remove the coconut oil from my face, which actually sucks up makeup, and you can use it to remove the vast majority of the makeup from your face before you cleanse. So coconut oil is huge when it comes to beauty, but it's also a really great oil to use when you cook. So I actually replace oil in most instances in my recipes with coconut oil instead of vegetable oil or canola oil or anything, because I feel like it tastes better and it's actually more healthy for you. And then it's filled with fatty acids that are really, really good for you. So it's kind of a champ when it comes to cruelty-free just anything, really. It's amazing. You should try it. Okay, so speaking of moisture, when I don't use coconut oil on my skin, I use this. And this is the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Chamomile and Argan Oil Baby Healing Lotion with frankincense and myrrh. Now, I did say baby lotion. This is actually a lotion that I initially bought when I was pregnant and I was getting ready to welcome my daughter, who was born back in February of 2015. And this stuff is amazing. I use it for my daughter, but I also use it for myself. I use it on my face, I use it on my body, and this stuff is really, really fantastic. It has no parabens, no phthalates, no paraffin, no gluten, no mineral oils, no synthetic fragrances, no synthetic colors, no DEA, no sulfates, and it is cruelty-free, and no animal testing and no animal ingredients. This stuff is fantastic. I really like it. It smells absolutely delicious, and it's really, really good at just saturating your skin and any troublesome areas where you have maybe any flaking, or like I get eczema really bad. So a combination of this and then maybe a weekly kind of deep moisturizing treatment with some coconut oil, and my skin is golden. Okay, so one more kind of health beauty product for you guys. Tom's deodorant. I am not a huge DIY person, and I know a lot of cruelty-free bloggers and vloggers make their own deodorant. I don't have the patience to actually DIY beauty products. I wish I did, because I know that those at the end of the day are probably better for most of us because you know exactly what you're putting into it. This does have a few ingredients on it that I can't pronounce, but it is a cruelty-free product. It has no animal testing or animal ingredients, no artificial colors, flavors, fragrance, or preservatives. Every ingredient is shared on purpose, and at its source is available on the Tom's Reusable's website, sustainable practices, maximize recycling content, and 5% of employee time to volunteering, and 10% of profits to human and environmental goodness. So Tom's is a company that I really admire, and this is an aluminum-free deodorant that actually works. If you aren't aware, typical deodorants, especially antiperspirants, are really, really bad for you, especially the aluminum in most, especially antiperspirant formulas. This stuff is a way to just go to the store and pick something up. It's really not that much more expensive than a normal deodorant, and you're going to be doing something that really will assist your body in avoiding some really nasty and harmful chemicals. Because I am one of those women. Do you guys remember those old commercials? At least in the United States, there were these commercials where I can't even remember which company it was, where they were like, 1 in 3 women sweats more than the normal woman. I'm that one that sweats. Like, it hits 60 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm sweating. I cannot avoid sweating. I sweat in the car, I sweat in my house. That's why you typically see me in these little tank tops, because I just sweat so easy and it's gross. And this stuff is an aluminum-free natural product that keeps me from smelling bad, and that is huge for me because normally these types of products do not work and I still smell. This works. So I definitely think that if you are a woman who tends to sweat a lot, or if you're just looking to go for a more sustainable and natural cruelty-free formula in your deodorant, this is definitely something that you should try. Alright, so I would be remiss in doing a favorites video without including my favorite tea. I am a huge fan of the Plantation Mint Tea from Bigelow. It is a really, really inexpensive tea. This box has 20 tea bags that are individually wrapped, and it is a black tea, so this does have caffeine in it, and this stuff is so delicious. I love this stuff. This is a vegan formula, and it is filled with natural spearmint leaves. And this stuff is just, I can't tell you how much I love tea just in general. Chamomile tea, mint tea, green tea, any herbal tea I love, and this is probably my new favorite. I went into 2015 a huge chamomile tea fan, and I'm leaving 2015 having been converted to a mint and spearmint tea junkie. I love this stuff. Okay, so this one's gonna probably seem a little odd because this isn't something that I talk about a whole lot on my channel, but I live in one of the most polluted areas of the United States when it comes to air quality. It is actually a place where I don't really feel comfortable exercising outside because the air tends to be really, really bad. I actually have an alert on my phone to tell me when we have moderate to high warnings for poor air quality. It's pretty bad. So what my family has done is we've actually opted to use actual filtration systems in our house, like actual air filters, with natural plant air filters. So we did a lot of research when we first moved to this region of California to see which plants were low maintenance and were great at filtering air naturally. And one of the biggest chemicals found in most homes is formaldehyde, and it's really toxic. It's really not good for you, but it just, with what homes are made of nowadays, it just tends to be, at least in a very minute quality, in the air in any house. So we got what is called the snake plant, and the snake plant is a really, really kind of hardy, low maintenance plant that filters formaldehyde and a lot of really other nasty chemicals from the air just by existing. So we have about 6 of these plants. One of them is really, really big, and then the others are about this size, just throughout the house. We have one in every single room, and it is just a really inexpensive and beautiful way to filter air. And I've actually become a huge fan of these types of plants, and we're actually planning to bring some chrysanthemums into the house because it's another really great air filter plant, just to see how well our green thumbs work. I was scared to use flowers because I tend to kill houseplants, but the snake plants have lasted, so that's great. My last two items, they are probably the items you expected out of this video, and they are my 2015 absolute favorite reusable menstrual products. So I'm going to start with a menstrual cup. Now, menstrual cups were something that I only started using in the latter half of 2015. I've used cloth pads for quite a bit while longer than menstrual cups. I was never really a huge fan of internal protection during my cycle, so I didn't think that I'd ever really want a menstrual cup, but now that I have them, I'm absolutely obsessed. So for the longest time, and in fact up until the month of December, my favorite menstrual cup was the Lunette Model 2. But in the month of December, I discovered a new favorite, and that is the Scoon Cup size 2. I know that the Scoon Cup has definitely had some mixed reviews online, and I know that several really prominent people here on YouTube have had issues with the customer service from the Sckoon company, but I have found this cup to be absolutely fantastic, and the Sckoon company has actually been really active in responding to me online just through social media platforms. Whenever I post anything about their cup, they will like my posts. They tweeted me on Twitter about their reusable cloth pads. So I just thought it was really neat that this company just seems to, at least now, be really active in engaging with their customers. So I think that that is pretty awesome. I absolutely love this cup. It's made from medical grade silicone, and it is a softer cup. So for me, it took a little bit for me to figure out how to open this guy up once I put him in. But now that I have figured out how to use this thing, I have been super, super impressed. And this is one of the few cups that I have been able to keep the stem on, because most stems annoy the heck out of me and I have to cut them off. But this one I've been able to keep intact. So that was pretty nice. But yeah, the Scoon Cup. Okay, so now my top cloth pads. This is a big one for me, and it took a long time for me to decide which cloth pads I would throw out there as my absolute favorite. Okay, are you ready? Dun da da dun! Novel Red! Novel Red has been my favorite cloth pad company or cloth pad shop since the moment I tried my first Novel Red pad. This one right here is an 11-inch heavy that I purchased from Novel Red probably close to 6 months ago, and it has been love ever since. This is the curvy style that they offer, and this is the straight style. The maker, her name is Haley. She just, I don't know what she does with the materials that she uses, but her pads just seem so much more luxurious than the pads that I have purchased from anyone else. They are floppy and comfy, and the sewing is amazing. Her pads are just the absolute best, and I'm actually on a cloth pad buying ban, which is code for I spent too much money on cloth pads during the Black Friday weekend, so I've cut off all purchases until I've made it at least 3 months without buying cloth pads. And I've kind of decided that when my buying ban is done, I'm going to treat myself to an order from Novel Red, because I can't say enough wonderful things about this brand of cloth pads and Haley's customer service, and just, I mean, oh, they're amazing. And both of these are crushed velvet topped, if I didn't say that already. And she was the one who pioneered the use of crushed velvet on cloth pads, and it has become my favorite topper. So I owe a lot to Haley. I mean, the comfort level of these it just can't be beat. I'm just so in love with these pads. But that is my 2015 favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Cheers. Here's to a fabulous 2016. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.